You get distracted too easily.
ADHD.
That's true.
Hi, hello, and welcome back, everyone. My name is Shay, and you're currently watching Therapy with Shay. And today, for the first time in Therapy with Shay's history, we have a guest, and it's none other than my beloved friend Shay.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
So you're gonna be the first official person to be a guest in my podcast. Thank you.
You are welcome. It's so much pressure. I'm nervous.
You don't have to be. So today we are going to be talking about a very simple topic which I believe many people can relate with, because this is something I believe unintentionally most of our parents just happen to do. They see a random person, our cousin, our best friend, or just a person that they just had a conversation minutes ago, and they start thinking, oh, this is the person you have to look up to. Look, she is better than you. So today's episode is gonna be about parents comparing kids. So what are you guys waiting for? Let's begin the show.
Oh, I'm supposed to string?
No.
Was this right?
Therapy with Shay. Therapy with Shay. Stow my guts to the cloud. Hope I don't cry.
So,
Shay.
yes.
So basically, as I mentioned before in the intro, our parents unintentionally, I don't know whether they think whether whenever they compare us, it actually like motivates us in a way or what. But the thing is, when our parents happen to compare us, it just does the total opposite of actual motivation, you know?
Yeah.
And to think that they are comparing someone that we know, like our best friend. We know their behaviors very well.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, to our parents' eyes, oh, they are so good. You have to be like that.
Yeah.
And it creates this expectation within ourselves that we have to be under their shadow.
Right.
So, like, what do you think about all this comparing thing in general?
I'm not a foreigner to that concept because I also grew up in that mindset where my family members or my relative, like even people outside of our parents would also be like, oh, they would like compare us to their kids.
Yeah.
And then somehow, I don't know why they do that, but I feel like the parents that do that is that's how they grew up, that their parents kind of compared them to other people. And because we're in a current generation, the current generation now, we're in this current movement where people communicate more openly.
True.
And we question a lot, and we're trying to break the cycle of the older generations of like trauma, or the way that they raise kids, or the way that they view one another. So we're in this new movement, new wave, where we no longer see that it fits. Maybe back then it fits, but I don't think so, because of the amount of generational trauma that's that they just pass through. Exactly, yeah. So I don't think it actually ever works, but I really do think that our parents do things the way that they were taught to do, and so they pass on that maybe judgment or the upbringing style, thinking that what they're doing is beneficial to us, but really it's just tearing us down.
True.
And because we're very self-aware, they will think like, oh, you're so sensitive. But no, I think like when you're aware of something that hurts you or that's no longer useful, it's a superpower in a way.
Yeah, like whenever we see our parents just starting to compare us, the first thing in our head is like, oh my god, why are they trying to compare me with someone else? Like, I'm not saying like you should always just pamper your child, say, oh, you are the greatest,
right,
and whatsoever and whatso not.
Right.
But when you're comparing someone, you should see the children, because this episode is mainly not even towards the teenagers or the kids who are watching. This is something the parents should be aware of.
Correct.
Because this is point of view from us.
Mm.
We are the teenagers. We are the ones who actually got the backlash
Mm.
and is expressing what we are feeling towards it.
Yeah.
So have you ever seen this one cousin in every single family that overtakes the parents' mind? They are the best cousin
Yeah.
in the entire family.
Yes.
And
So
they
that one
will be
cousin.
like, your parents will be like, look at that cousin.
Be like them.
They have a job. What do you have? I'll be like, I'm just 13.
And then you'll be comparing it to like a 30-year-old person or someone who's like has had it all.
Exactly.
Like that's so unfair. And then, like the irony of that is that we ourselves do that in a way that it's on social media. We already compare ourselves to something that is not achievable, not attainable, and people lie all the time about their appearances, about what they go through, because it's kind of like branding. You're advertising yourself. You're not going to go to every single person and be like, oh, I struggled so much to reach that point. No, you're just going to get to the good stuff and be like, I reached this point. Or somehow make it seem that you have reached this point.
Unfortunately, Shay has a way of digging all my files, making me cough up all the things that
I have a lot of practice.
I'm slightly intimidated by her, but okay.
I am the nicest person. I don't know what she's
She
talking
is. She is.
I don't know what she's talking about. If you're intimidated by me, it means you're doing something wrong.
Okay, moving on. So, like, as you mentioned just now, we are already comparing ourselves with unrealistic expectations already. But when we are on top of that, we are being compared by our parents itself, saying that, oh, you should be like them, you should be like this, you should do this, you should do that. Look at this person doing this, look at that person doing that. It tends to give this feeling, that you are not worthy of anything, that you are incapable of being in that person's level. Because no matter what you do, you get a comparison.
Yeah.
And the thing that really stings is that every person has their own qualities. Maybe like my quality is speaking, obviously. And my brother's quality is reading. My last brother's quality is sports. Even between siblings itself, we
very
have
different.
three different
Yeah.
scopes that we are good at.
Right.
But even though we have three different good qualities,
Mm.
they see the one that we do not have,
That's right. Yeah.
which makes the good quality
Hmm.
seem low.
Right.
And we lose a lot of self-confidence in that.
Right.
Because most of the time, these comparisons come from family.
Right.
From the place that we are supposed to be feeling safe.
Right.
And our safe zone is basically crumbling the moment though that specific safe zone itself is contaminated.
Yeah. It's the thing is, I feel like what needs to be fixed, like every parent wants their kid to be the top, the best, the smartest, the most good looking, the hardest working, the highest earning, all of that. And I get that, like, I mean, they want the best for you. But the thing is that I feel that the older generation lacks is the very main important aspect of any relationship is communication.
True.
Because I get that, okay, you want to compare me to someone, you want to say that you want me to become better. There are different ways to say that, oh, I want to support you to be better and like all well-rounded person. There's different ways to say that rather than be like, oh, you see that person, they're a lot better than you.
See your best friend, she got A+. What
Yeah.
you got?
And it's so the thing is, it's unfair in that sense, and I don't feel like grades should be compared in that way because, like you said, every kid, every adult, every person on this earth, they have different like advantages and disadvantages, and we are just different people. We have different strengths, we have different goals, we have different things that we want to achieve. So like, let's say you like speaking and your brother likes reading, or they're like, you're good at speaking, he's good at reading. For me, I don't really I don't care about reading as much.
Mhm.
So why would you compare me to someone that it's just, we have different skill sets. So instead of thinking like we're pieces of puzzles that we can work together,
Mhm.
they will be like, no, you have to have all this in one, which I don't, it's just so unrealistic.
Exactly. So the thing that we want to convey to everyone who's watching
Mhm.
is basically every person has their strengths, every person has their weaknesses.
Mhm.
So embrace your strengths. If you want, fix your weaknesses.
Right. Or accept them as part
Accept
of,
them,
yeah,
yes.
every person is flawed. And I really do feel the flaws, however you define a flaw, is what makes a person beautiful, like
Sure.
very different from one another. And that's where the community comes in and we help one another. Because if you're good at everything, people will hate you. They'll be like, okay, Mr. Independent, we don't want to talk. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying flaws makes us more special, makes us more unique. And I don't think people should be ashamed of what they are lesser at, because you can't be lesser at something without being better at something else. Like
True.
that's the balance. You can't be bad if you're not good at something.
True.
So yeah, parents, we love you, but take a communication class. You know?
We are not attached to anyone.
No,
Our point of view of
we love you. We know you're working hard. We know you do.
know
Yeah.
you love us. But please don't compare us with our best friends,
Yeah.
cousins, or just random friends
Yeah.
that we just met.
There are other ways of showing love and support.
True.
Trust me.
So I believe we've come to the end of our episode.
Mhm.
Hope you guys enjoyed the show. This is Therapy with Chai. One sip, one topic, one honest conversation. See you guys next time in more interesting topics. Love you guys. This is Tishalini Arvagam.
This is Shay. Bye bye.
See you guys next time. Bye bye.
Therapy with Shay. Therapy with Shay. Storm my guts to the cloud, hope I don't cry.